I'm Madeline Short.
And I'm Brady Schrader.
And this is BM News at 9, where we're here for you.
Our first local news story comes from Rockford, where a police officer was killed in the line of duty Sunday, November 5th. The autopsy revealed that 30-year-old Jamie Cox's injuries were most likely caused when a pickup truck driven by Eddie Patterson, 49, crashed. Cox was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. The visitation is scheduled for Friday, November 10th from 3 to 9 at First Evangelical Church, and the funeral at 10 the next morning.
In other local news, the husband of a DCFS worker speaks out after his wife is left in a coma from being kicked and beaten over a month ago. According to Don Knight, the husband of the victim, Pamela Sue Knight, Pamela is still in very critical condition. He states that his wife will require medical assistance and equipment to support her for the remainder of her life. Andrew Sucher of Rock Falls pled guilty on October 6th to aggravated battery causing great bodily harm and aggravated battery of a state employee, which can lead to 2 to 5 years in prison. We are all wishing Pamela a smooth recovery, and our thoughts go to the family members. If you'd like to send get well wishes to Pamela, they can be sent to her at the Department of Child and Family Services District Office, 2607 Woodlawn Road, Sterling, Illinois, 61081.
In state news, the FBI is in search of a woman who robbed a bank at gunpoint in Chicago's Lakeview neighborhood Thursday morning. Around 9:30 a.m., a woman entered Chase Bank at 3956 North Sheridan Road, flashed a handgun, and then fled with a black book bag of money. The woman was described as small, between 5'6" and 5'4", and Chicago police believe she is in her 20s. Anyone with information is asked to call Chicago's FBI office at 312-421-6700. In other state news, 2 Illinois parents are charged with murder after their 6-year-old son starved to death. The boy was living with his father, Michael Roberts, and his stepmother, Georgina Roberts, along with 5 other children. The couple withheld food from the boy for 2 years as punishment. The couple are charged with first-degree murder as well as a felony count of child endangerment. The couple is being held on $500,000 bail each, and if they are found guilty, they could face up to 60 years in prison and pay up to $25,000 in restitution. The couple is also being charged with a misdemeanor count of child endangerment in relation to another child.
In national news, in Sutherland Springs, Texas, a pair of unlikely heroes helped defend others and catch the shooter that shot and killed 26 people in the First Baptist Church. Stephen Wilford, 55, was the first person to stand up to the shooter, Devin Patrick Kelly. Wilford stated, "I have friends in that church. I was terrified while this was going on." Soon after, Johnny Langendorf, who was driving to Sutherland Springs on the day of the shooting, found the man who was open gunfire against Kelly in his truck, asking him to chase him down, which Langendorf did without a second thought. There was no thinking about it. There was just doing. That was the key to all of this. Act now, ask questions later, Langendorf stated.
In international news, a group of gunmen opened fire on a television station in Kabul, Afghanistan on Tuesday. The gunmen, dressed as policemen, killed a security guard and opened fire on staff. After 20 minutes, 2 people had been killed and 20 wounded. A news director recalled the experience, saying the gunmen initially threw hand grenades, killing one guard and injuring another, and then more entered and opened fire. Special forces broke through the concrete wall, killing at least 1 attacker, and another was killed at the entrance. Islamic State later claimed responsibility for the attack.
And now for the weather. The first series of serious storms is hitting the Pacific coast soon, bringing huge amounts of rain along the coast and a large amount of snow across the interior of the land as well.
Snow accumulations could amount to over a total of a foot at the highest elevations of the area tonight and through Tuesday morning. Heavy rain paired with damaging winds are possible.
High wind warnings are also in effect tonight on through Tuesday morning. The gusts over 50 miles per hour could cause damage and power outages. We'll be right back with your weather after a word from our sponsors, the Nielsen Birdwatching Company.
Wow, look at that bird.
I know, right? Here at Nielsen's Birdwatching Company, we see all kinds of cool birds. Cardinals, ravens, hawks. We meet every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as long as it's sunny outside. So come on down, learn about these birds, take some time, relax, even maybe gander.
Thank you to Nielsen's Birdwatching Company. And now back to the weather and our previously scheduled programs.
Our forecast for Wednesday shows a 70% chance of rain with a high of 52 and a low of 26. Thursday, there's a 0% chance of rain, a high of 41 and a low of 31. So if you're going to get out and do anything, Thursday's your day. Friday, there's an 80% chance of rain, high of 46, low of 38. Saturday, there's a 40% chance of rain, high of 41, low of 22. Sunday is going to be nice and sunny with a 0% chance of rain, high of 36, and low of 26.
And now for the sports recaps from 3 local football teams who are all fighting their way to win the state finals, with coverage from their most recent games. Sterling got their offense in gear after halftime and rose up on defense when they needed to on their way to victory against Woodstock Marion on Saturday in the Class 5A quarterfinals. The star of the game was Trey Morse of Sterling with 251 total yards offense and 1 touchdown. The final score was 22-10 Sterling. Sterling will be playing again Saturday at 2 at home against Chicago Phillips.
Newman's defense got the message and shot Orion down after they had scored their first touchdown. The Comets pulled through and beat the Chargers 40-14 in the Class 2A quarterfinals. The star of the game was Cade Gorsney of Newman with 28 rushes, 202 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Newman will play again Saturday at Gibson City Melvin Sibley at 2.
Dixon was not as lucky as the other teams, and they were defeated by Al Raby 38-13. The star of the game was DQ Smith of Al Raby with 29 rushed yards, 295 yards, and 4 touchdowns. While football season is coming to an end for most schools, basketball season is on the way. Schools all over are preparing with intense practices and conditioning. We have interviewed a young player from Rock Falls High School today to learn more about the upcoming season. This sports interview is brought to you by Brown and Ashley Tea. Spice up your life.
Hey Jen, why so glum this morning?
Oh, I don't know, Barb. I'm just getting tired of my usual morning coffee.
Well, why don't you spice it up a bit and try this new tea I've been drinking?
What is it? Wow, this tastes great!
Brown and Ashley Gourmet Tea not only tastes great, but improves your energy and concentration. It comes in a variety of flavors, so spice up your life, brighten up your day, and find the motivation you didn't have before.
Thanks, Brown and Ashley. Hi, we're here with, what's your name?
My name's Peyton Short,
And what grade are you in?
freshman.
How was your practice today, Peyton?
Pretty good.
How are your high school practices different from your middle school practices?
Way more fast-paced.
Right, and how are you feeling about the upcoming season?
We're gonna be pretty good.
And when is your first game?
November 21st.
Okay.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck on this season, Peyton. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to BM News.
We'll be here for you again tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And remember, we're here for you.